Once upon a time in Manos, volunteers came from all over to help build the children's castle. Even before the castle was complete, children were already filling it with imagination. Children of faraway places soon had their very own castle too. New programs like the cultural education program were brought to the castle, and celebrations began. From castle to castle, there were so many smiles to share. So many heroes came together to empower children of some of the most remote areas. Volunteers and supporters are the cornerstones of every Manos castle. And each spring brought the Manos Olympics for all to enjoy. Children were crowned champions. And happiness filled the kingdom. Unforgettable childhood memories were made. The sharing of cultures, ideas, and education continued. The children learned about Spain. They learned about Scotland. They learned about France. Castles transformed into faraway places. Children experienced safari adventures in Madagascar and had such fun at a Chilean rodeo. Colorful sights and sounds of Brazil filled the castles. The children even saw the great pyramids of Egypt and gazed up at the ancient pyramids of Mexico. They learned about Picasso. They learned about Denmark. Enjoyed traditional food from China. They tasted food from Spain. And experienced Russian dances. With their Manos passports, they've visited more than 25 countries. What fun it was to learn about the lemur, to see long-haired cattle in the Scottish Highlands, and to learn about the legend of Loch Ness. It was an amazing sight to see the Eiffel Tower, to make their own totems in New Zealand. The children loved role-playing the fairy tales of Germany and searching for treasure in Ireland. Floating lanterns in China were a sight to see. They found lions and cheetahs in the grasslands of South Africa. And once, with some imagination, they saw the magic of hot air balloons. In 2008, the Manos Friendship Torch began its first journey. Over the years, the Friendship Torch has been to Canada and to England. The Manos Friendship Torch has traveled through the United States, making its way through Mexico, friendship torch has been passed on through China and Vietnam. The Manos friendship torch has been across the globe, representing Manos' mission. Uniting the world through the sharing of cultures, ideas, and education. With the vision to see that all children are empowered by education. Inspiring children to see more, learn more, grow more. Each year, top scholars in China have been awarded with field trips to the capital. It was here that they truly traveled for the first time, visiting the Great Wall of China. And then there was the first time they saw the ocean. The first time they were whisked away by a merry-go-round. The first time they built a sandcastle. At their very own castles, children of remote areas learned about the world. They learned about history, places, and famous people. They could identify national flags and hold conversations about the places they've studied. New doors were opening to new dreams. Despite the impoverished land, and despite the surrounding influences, Manos children are finding inspiration, strength, and joy, ready for the next flight. This is their castle. They are the future. Passports ready. Adventure awaits. Making childhood memories. Learning about the world through the Manos Cultural Education Program. Visiting the Great Wall in Beijing with the Manos Student Educational Experience Program. Enjoying the end-of-year field trip. Under the sky at the annual Water Day Campout event. Filling the village with music with Manos choir programs. All smiles at the end-of-year award ceremony. Sharing amazing talent at the New Year's Gala. Competing for gold at the annual Manos Olympics camp. Manos programs are making a difference. Volunteers and supporters continue to help with Manos castles. From across the land in China, volunteers came to give the castle walls a little makeover. At the Paint a Mural Campout event, volunteers created a vibrant mural. What a difference a little art makes. Breaking the cycle of poverty is not easy, but it is possible. Because we believe. With continued support and continued guidance, what we are doing really matters. These castle community centers are the hub of inspiration and progression. Empowering children through education. The twinkle in his eye. The brightness of her smile. Dreams. Determination. Volunteerism. Dedication. Generosity. Empowerment. Once upon a time, in every Manos castle, all the children and all the volunteers were learning. They were learning life skills, responsibility and respect, confidence and communication, volunteerism and progression. Full circle. Those who once were children in Manos programs are now volunteers. And in the end, it is because of the generosity of 100 heroes that it can be said, they lived happily ever after. The end.